apologise, I didn't do an actual introduction for the first start of the video where me and my two youngest, oh my god, the wind, two youngest were working on the van doing the trims, obviously water sealing them, so obviously no water drips through into the main base of the van. And then obviously we then progressed on to doing the floor, which you will now see. Bear witness to my amazing achievements. Just an achievement. Still amazing. Joined again by another one of my little helpful helpers / unhelpful helper. Two of them.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hello.
Now, as I was saying about sealing the van on the noggins, and never sure why, once you've done the outside, stay away, careful, because of glue. You don't want to touch the glue. Just to put the mastic on the outside, and then a little bit on the inside, and just work it round so you're 100% all the way. Some places will be a bit harder to get to, granted, but it's entirely worth doing. Right, brand new day, windy day. So what we're doing, working on the flooring. Like I said before, I had those 25 by 50 battens. What I'm trying to work out is the best way to do the flooring, because obviously some of these ridges are a lot deeper than the others. So you have your main channelways and then obviously other bits. So what I'm doing is my best to work out the best way to have done so we've got the best structural support for the floor, so there's no dips, no bows, nothing on the piss. Which is easy. It's just now a case of cutty. So safety first. So I realised while trying to say safety first, put my glasses on, and then I went and done all the cutting I needed first off, and I didn't put my glasses on. Don't do this, put glasses on. So I've changed my idea on the floor again because I want to make it more solid. That way, obviously, there's no dipping and no burring. I'm going to do 12mm ply rather than 18mm. You can get away with 12, there's not really any flexibility, but if I do 12 I can put battens in the middle and it's definitely not going to go anywhere. So that's the plan. So I'm going to cut these battens and then I'm going to get some of the sound deadening, pop that down underneath the battens, so then I can then start screwing it all together, and then we'll insulate the floor. And then I've got to go get some PIR board. I'm going to go 25mm PIR board. That way the board will sit in between the squares there, gives you a lot more insulation on the floor and a lot more sturdiness. Yeah, bear with. I'll show you. This is in my head. So you see, I've got a subfloor, and then what I'll do, I'll fill these with the 25mm PIR board and sound deadening and all that, and then the floor's completely insulated, so you're not going to lose any heat through the floor or get any cold coming through the floor either. And with all the sound deadening on there and everything like that, you're going to hardly hear anything coming from underneath the van, in theory. It is very windy, mild hurricane, but we crack on. If you find this on YouTube and then it says missing, the wind took me away, and I'll probably be near Great Yarmouth somewhere. Yeah. So first bit screwed all together. Oh, camera angles aren't brilliant, but that's the first bit. That's going to go along there, down under there, under this seat and into there. So admittedly I could have made my life a million times easier if I'd have just taken these seats out and then screwed them all together, but I didn't. And I'll be honest with you, that's a thin man's game trying to squeeze through this gap. So, having screwed it all together, voila. I know, beautiful. Now I need some PIR board. So off to the builder's merchant. But I'm going to need 2 little helpers. So I'm going to fetch them, because obviously I can't buy things unsupervised, because I'll just come back with lots of stuff. My wife will tell you, I once went to Lidl's for some food shop and I came back with a ping pong table. We still have not used the ping pong table, but we have one. Right, in the van, ready to rock and roll, are my 2 little helpers. You wave?
Hi.
So while my helpful helpers are sitting in the front of the van eating chocolate and not sharing it with me, we're gluing the framework of the van down. I'm going to run the mastic under these points. Go from there. See, look, picking out the chocolate. Fun times. And after you've glued everything, you need it all to stick down. Ella, don't touch. So you find everything and anything. Get off. Get down. Danger.
Get down, Ella.
You find everything you can to weigh it down so it sticks and adheres perfectly. Plant pots might be a bit excessive. It's a brand new day. Let's see whether this all worked, shall we? So let's get all this out. Right, so mastic has done its job. I'm going to admit the plant pots were definitely too excessive, but success, yes! Now I need to put some sound deadening down. So I need to go inside the house and into my pit of van parts and go from there and get all the sound deadening that I've got ready to rock and roll, and then we're going to put some sound deadening in between, just a little bit. We don't need too much, otherwise it'd be way too excessive. Just a little bit there, then we're going to put the insulation down. Right, so you have no idea how much I've been looking forward to doing this, and behold, sound deadening. Let's open the box. Oh. Turn down the noise and turn up the adventure. Don't mind if I do. Right, so we're going to get these. Like I say, I don't need too much of them. We're going to cut down little strips, pop them down in there, and then put some insulation down. Job's a good one. So, problem. Once I took all the bits off, I then tested every single joist before I was then about to start putting the sound deadening down. Realised I needed to hoover it anyway because a lot of dust and stuff has got in there and you can't put sticky stuff on top of that. Yeah, it don't work. And then I noticed there was a couple of places where it hadn't adhered as strong as I'd liked. So I broke out the grab adhesive again, and I've quickly glued those bits down again, put a bit of weight on those specific bits so they're solid down. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, and before I can start hoovering it to put the sound deadening down, which is frustrating because I really want to put that down, a while back I had a knock on my wing mirror and my indicator came, well, the case for the indicator came loose. Ordered another one, it's arrived, so what I'll do while I'm waiting for that, I'll just replace the bulb on that. Job done. So you may have noticed that now I've got a little tiny microphone. Well, Danny, my friend, said don't be one of those idiots that sits there and holds it in front of your face. So I thought I'd do things safely and not do that. Oh, oops. So, in case you're wondering how to do the indicator bulb, you pull the lenses out. Basically, you just, for the first one, put your fingers behind it, pull out, top one fingers and pull out. Then you just unclip the indicator bulb there. Then you've got these screws, just undo. Then you'll be able to take the housing out, put a new one in. It's meant to be simple, we'll see. Moment of truth to see whether the actual indicator bulb works or whether I need to change it for the old one, which is there. Though unscrewing the casing, one of the little noggins there broke, so I'll have to take that off again at some point and see if I can plastic weld that back on. I'll pop that there for safekeeping. Let's test the bulb. I know, professional job. What can I say? I am fantastic. So the mastic's still drying, the indicator's all done. All I'm waiting on is that mastic, and then I can get on putting everything in there, getting it all insulated, which is frustrating, but it's just one of those things. Good, the bad, happens. So I'll save that for next week's video to go into that. So yeah, stay tuned. If you could please like, subscribe, and find us on Facebook, follow. All your support is really appreciated. Thank you very much. Bye.